Life in Glasgow is good. It couldn't be any better, really, especially the last couple of weeks. It's been beautiful. I was in Portugal a week ago and it's much nicer here. Yeah, like, I've never had a bad summer in Glasgow. It's the happiest moments of my life.
Yeah. I definitely would second that. This is my first summer in Glasgow, actually, because I usually go away for summer. But yeah, it's just nice having the time to spend with friends, sharing a cold one, little ice ollie packet of crisps. You know what I mean? It's the good life.
Well, I'm from Glasgow, and for a while I kind of thought Glasgow was horrible, but I haven't travelled about a wee bit, not too much obviously, but a wee bit. You know, it's actually just quite a good city. Like, it's a bit you're restricted in a lot of ways, but it is quite nice. The people are quite nice, you know. People are dead friendly. And apart from the public transport infrastructure, it's a pretty great city, to be honest. It's getting a bit expensive though. It's a bit hard to rent here, a bit hard to buy booze here, but you can't drink outside, despite the drink outside. But yeah, I love Glasgow. I think it's brilliant.
How was life as a student here?
I think if you're from here, I'm from here, so I don't have to pay to go to uni, which is good. But if you did, I'd imagine it's maybe not all it's cracked up to be. It is quite expensive, it's quite hard to live here. There's been a few problems as well. There was a big problem with housing for students. A lot of students got put up in hotels at the start of the semester, couldn't find any places to live. Some of them are still there. But, I mean, as a student, it's got kind of everything you really want, you know. And the nightlife needs a wee bit of improvement. It's too much electronic music. But other than that, it's nice.
Life as a student?
Life as a student, yeah, it's great. I mean, my first year here was a bit shit because it was during COVID and I was living in halls, so it was a bit like being in a prison cell. But yeah, other than that, since then it's been good. Just met some really great people that I think I'll know for a long time.
Yeah.
Not necessarily you, but no, of course.
Okay,
Being a student in Glasgow is the best. I love it. I've just finished my degree. Couldn't have gone to a better uni. Couldn't have had better tutors. And then I think the best thing about it is that university didn't dominate my experience of being in Glasgow. I started to feel like I lived in Glasgow from my second year, and I was just doing university alongside that. So it's just been nice to move somewhere new. And I've lived here for 4 years almost. And yeah, it was fun to do uni alongside that, but the best part about it was being in this city. Glasgow. I mean, you don't really get any tourists in Glasgow. I love Edinburgh as well. Edinburgh's beautiful. It's an amazing place. I love going once or twice a month. I've got friends there. I've got family there. I love it, but Glasgow's just doesn't take itself as seriously, to be honest, and that's quite nice. Yeah.
Glasgow all the way. Yeah, Edinburgh's nice, but I think Glasgow feels like more of a real place somehow. More character. Yeah.
Some Glaswegians might not like me for this, but I do kind of prefer Edinburgh. I don't know, I just feel like when you look at it, when you're walking around Edinburgh, it just feels a lot nicer. It feels old. It feels like it's got a lot of history about it. I know Glasgow does obviously as well, and it is kind of different, when the cities were built and stuff like that. But it just feels a lot. I don't know. I just really liked it. I went there for the first time in 5 years, last month, after having not gone, and I just thought it was great. I had such a good time. But I would never ever move there ever in my life. I would never ever move to Edinburgh. I would much rather be in Glasgow, but I do think Edinburgh's nicer.
Why wouldn't you live there?
I don't know, when I've gone, it has been just packed full of tourists. A lot of the centre at least feels quite kind of like tourist orientated, which here it isn't, which I quite like. And on top of that, just like Glasgow's your home. You know, Edinburgh feels like a kind of a holiday away from Glasgow when you go.
Destination that you visit.
Yeah. But you wouldn't want to leave. You wouldn't go home. You wouldn't leave your gaff for a caravan. You know, even if it was a really nice caravan. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, people in Glasgow compared to people in Edinburgh.
I mean, fundamentally, like, I feel like there is no real difference apart from the accent. I mean, people say that, they say people make Glasgow, but like they also make Edinburgh as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're not that different, really. There's this kind of thing that people in Edinburgh are a bit posher. There's a lot more money there, and that does kind of play a part in it. But I don't really think there's much kind of fundamental difference between us apart from the accent, which is terrible.
Yeah, I don't know anyone from Edinburgh, I don't think, do I? I don't know. I feel like I'm just biased because I know Glasgow a lot better, and I feel like being in Glasgow you meet more people from Glasgow, whereas the times I've spent in Edinburgh I've not really gotten to know the people of Edinburgh.
Yeah, I think Glasgow likes to use Edinburgh as like a scapegoat for discussing how, like, it's a wealthier place, like there's more snobs, they're posher, blah blah blah. Frankly, I think that's all a distraction from the fact that Glasgow's got an incredibly wealthy demographic of people that live here, and the wealth inequality in Glasgow is intense. The wealth inequality in Edinburgh is intense. So I think, it's just a political game to chuck it between the cities, being like, oh, they're richer and posher and snobbier. We've got all of that here in Glasgow as well. And people from Edinburgh are lovely. Typically, more of them go to private school, but then that's just the Edinburgh people that I've met at Glasgow University. So it's not a comprehensive sample of the population of the city. So I can't really say. The ones that I know I like, and I know as many wankers in Glasgow as I do in Edinburgh. So
England or Scotland?
England or Scotland? You've got the fucking cricket on as well.
I mean, environmentally, Scotland. Socially, maybe England to a degree. Socially, maybe a little bit. There's a greater variety of people. I would say, but like, it's a very, very fine margin, and so my overall rating would probably fall on the side of Scotland. For example, I'm not going to move back to England. I'm going to stay in Scotland. So I suppose that speaks for itself, really.
I don't know. I think, like, in a broader sense, I'd say Scotland, but like at the same time, I think different areas of England are so different, and like I definitely say like Scotland over London. But when we're talking about Northern England, then a different thing comes into play. I think the people in Northern England are just as friendly as they are here. Yeah. I don't know, man. Manchester's good, Leeds is good. Hebden Bridge. Big up. Should do a little YouTube video there, mate.
Yeah, I think it's Scotland. Really. Like, I don't know, I feel like what you say is true about like London as well. Like when we think of England, or when Scottish people think of England, they think of London, they don't think of the north. There is like a kind of more of a...
Like the southwest.
Yeah, there is more of a connection between like Scotland and the north of England, but even at that, Scotland, people up in the north in Scotland are, different to the people in the Midlands, or different people in the lowlands of Scotland. We're all different, but...
You can't really generalise it as well.
No, but yeah, I don't know, I think a lot of Scots, we've got like a kind of interesting like nationalistic thing where it's quite cosmopolitan. Like, there's a big move for like independence and that, but like it's more like, it's not that we don't like English people or that, we do. A lot, we're all the same pretty much, do you know what I mean? But there does seem to be a kind of, I think it's honestly because we've got less money. than England. And people feel a bit kind of more normal, I guess, or the gap is a lot less in terms of like income, and that kind of plays a big part in like shaping people in Scotland particularly, and in Glasgow particularly as well. But yeah, it's Scotland for me, for sure.
What changed after Brexit?
After Brexit, I feel like, I don't know, I mean, we didn't vote for Brexit, Scotland, as a majority. I think it was like, what was it, like 60%, 6% stay in the European Union. And I feel like Scottish people, I don't know, the ones that I know at least kind of feel like more of a connection to even Europe than they do England. There doesn't really feel like that connection a lot of the time. And also politically, it is a bit different, but that's Glasgow.